Main character and setting. Macbeth by William Shakespeare is set in medieval Scotland, a land rife with war, political intrigue, and supernatural influences. The play follows Macbeth, a valiant general in King Duncan's army, whose ambition leads him down a dark path of murder and tyranny. Macbeth's wife, Lady Macbeth, is equally ambitious and manipulative, spurring him on to commit heinous acts. Other key characters include Banquo, Macbeth's loyal friend who becomes a victim of his paranoia, Macduff, a Scottish nobleman determined to restore order, and the three witches, mysterious figures whose prophecies ignite Macbeth's descent into moral corruption. Scotland itself mirrors Macbeth's turmoil, its once stable kingdom unravelling under his rule. Plot overlay. The play begins with Macbeth and Banquo returning victorious from battle. On their way, they encounter three witches who prophesy that Macbeth will become King of Scotland and that Banquo's descendants will inherit the throne. Consumed by ambition, Macbeth shares the prophecy with Lady Macbeth, who convinces him to murder King Duncan to hasten his rise to power. Despite his initial hesitation, Macbeth kills Duncan and the blame is placed on the king's guards. Now, King Macbeth becomes increasingly paranoid, fearing both Banquo and the prophecy about Banquo's descendants. He hires assassins to kill Banquo and his son Fleance, but Fleance escapes. Haunted by guilt and Banquo's ghost, Macbeth spirals further into madness. Lady Macbeth, once resolute, begins to unravel, plagued by guilt over their crimes. Meanwhile, Macduff flees to England to join forces with Duncan's son, Malcolm, who seeks to reclaim the throne. In retaliation, Macbeth orders the slaughter of Macduff's family, solidifying his reputation as a tyrant. Macduff, devastated and enraged, vows to kill Macbeth. The climax and resolution. Macbeth's rule collapses as Malcolm and Macduff lead an army to overthrow him. In a final confrontation, Macbeth clings to the witch's prophecy that no man born of a woman can harm him. However, Macduff reveals that he was delivered by a caesarean section, thus not born of a woman in the conventional sense. Macduff kills Macbeth, and Malcolm is restored to the throne, bringing peace to Scotland. Lady Macbeth, overcome by guilt and madness, dies off stage, a tragic end for the woman who once wielded so much influence over her husband. Macbeth's death marks the culmination of his tragic fall, from a noble hero to a despised tyrant, undone by his ambition and the consequences of his actions. I think it's going to end. Macbeth explores themes of ambition, power, guilt, and the influence of the supernatural. At its core, the play examines how unchecked ambition can lead to moral decay and the destruction of oneself and others. Macbeth's rise and fall illustrate the corrupting nature of power, as his initial bravery is overshadowed by his insatiable desire for control. The play also delves into the destructive consequences of guilt, as seen in Lady Macbeth's descent into madness and Macbeth's increasing paranoia. The witch's cryptic prophecies highlight the theme of fate versus free will, raising questions about whether Macbeth is doomed by destiny or his own choices. Ultimately, Macbeth serves as a cautionary tale about the perils of ambition unchecked by moral restraint. Shakespeare crafts a timeless tragedy that explores the complexities of human nature, emphasizing how ambition, when pursued without regard for consequences, can lead to ruin. Through its intense drama and rich psychological depth, Macbeth remains a powerful study of the destructive potential of power and the enduring impact of guilt.